Good day! Another nice, warm, windy day here on the farm. Sap ran nice yesterday. My tanker was pretty much full. Reduced it by about half with the osmosis already. So, we're in the sugar house this morning. I started up a couple hours ago and wanted to catch the first pull off, but I didn't have a tripod and video just did not work. So, we'll try that again on the second pull off for the day. Set up in the sugar house, got hydration, can that someone else left the other day when they were here. So, drink what I have. I forgot to bring out coffee with me. Didn't have time to make a coffee when I ran in to grab the tripod. I only had a brief time that I could trust the fire to not do something stupid. One of the main questions on sugaring, how do you know when it's ready? Well, the old style, camera's aimed too high, so I'll just do this by hand. We got a thermometer here. At 0, that's boiling point of water. 7 degrees Fahrenheit above water would be the approximate temperature for syrup. So, I don't believe it's exact, but it's very approximate. And usually I'll go a little bit above, and then I'll let the temperature come down a little bit to blend, and figure that's going to be very close. That way I can pull off a little bit more at a time. Another trick, the old way of doing it would be with a scoop or a spoon or something. You let it fall off, and if it makes a nice sheet on the edge when it almost finishes pouring, then it's ready. Then there's the new technology. And this is not a proper maple syrup refractometer. That was a hot pipe I just hit. Looking at the camera instead of what I'm doing. So this is actually for honey, not syrup, but it's the same range for sugar content. Refractometer, very simple. Flip the cap open, pour a little bit over the plate, close it off, then look through it at a light, and that's showing me that I am right on the 60 mark. I don't know if the camera will pick up anything. We will try this and see, and no, yep, okay, so if I can hold it anywhere close to steady. You can see the blue line shows exactly what the sugar content is. There are fancier electronic models, but I don't need it because I really only use this once at the start of the day just to make sure my thermometer is calibrated. The best part with this, even if it's not ready, it's a good lollipop. Don't waste the sweetness. Then got a wash bin over on the side with water from the osmosis. I'm out of the camera winding again. So just give it a rinse off afterwards and it's good to go again. So hopefully that answers a question or two about making syrup. The big job is keeping the fire going. Because I'm not anywhere close, it'll be another probably 5 minutes. So now let's focus down on the firebox if I can get this to adjust. And we'll load that up as soon as I can get the camera to sit stable. Not the best tripod I've ever had, but it does the job. First thing, that's damn hot. Need a glove. Glove goes on. Pile of wood, open the door. Try not to burn myself. Fire was lower than I thought, needs more wood. That'll go for a while. Tilt you back up properly again. People ask me all the time why my walking looks so weird. Tilt you around a little bit. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I got a few health problems. Got a leg that doesn't work right anymore. Don't really feel the need to get into this. If you see me in person and ask, yeah, I'll talk about it. But I don't need to post to the world exactly what's going on with me. So, I'm still able to work. I do pretty much everything on my own. Got a few guys that come in on the weekends and give me a hand with things. A few things I don't trust myself doing anymore, but I still do pretty much everything on the farm unless I need to. Temperature's starting to climb, gone from 0 up to about 3. As it gets to different boiling points, the thermometer will jump a lot fast and then hang around for a while. Now it's past boiling the majority of the water out, it's on to boiling certain extra oil or oils out that have a different boiling point. So we just let it keep going till we hit the magic number 7. Of course, I don't trust just the thermometer. It's never. If I adjust it first thing, humidity can change, air pressure can change. So 10 minutes after I adjust it perfectly, it could be out of calibration again. So I mostly go based on the refractometer to have an idea of my timing, and then sheeting to get my exact cutoff point. Adjust the thermometer when I have to, and then use the number 7, go a bit higher, pull off a bit lower. That's all there is to it. So, can't leave you hanging, but I'm not ready to pull off syrup, so I'm just going to pause the video for a moment. Alright, we're getting quite close now, so. Oh, we got meter. Not really what I wanted to see. So it's starting to sheet, and I don't think the camera can pick it up from that angle. Let's see if we can catch that. There, I think I got some of the sheeting action that I wanted to show. Military wisdom. Never stand when you can sit. But that's hitting the 7 mark. So let's just do one more check with refractometer. Considering I've already calibrated, it should be accurate. And the sheeting test was pretty close, so. Oh yeah, it's somewhere around the 68 mark. Let's see if I can show you better this time, now that I've got an idea. Don't waste the syrup. So, that is pretty close to ready. I think it's time to pull it off. Let's get you twisted around to see. I always start with my bucket high, just for the first splatter. Then I can set it down. Open up the rig and let it flow. Takes a while to get started, but once it gets going, that's liquid gold coming out there. Let's get you in closer to see that better. Not a very fast flow, but as soon as the levels start to readjust in the pans, that'll speed up. Now I just watch for the thermometer to drop. You tell me that it's past the syrup point, but I should get a better flow before it gets there. low, open up the valve. That's what makes this job worthwhile. A lot of times sitting around doing nothing and feeding a fire. All for a couple minutes of pouring syrup and then on canning it. Don't think I have a good spot anywhere to set the camera, so well, I'll try to get you moved around to watch me fill up a can too. No, this rig doesn't put out a whole lot of syrup at a time, but it's consistent. Sap levels are dropping. We just wait for the sap to finish flowing. If anyone watching has any other questions about making syrup, feel free to ask. Leave a comment. I'll either respond to the comment or I'll make a video on it, or both. I'm always looking for ideas for more content that I can do. Problem with a lot of things I'd like to do, it's too much time spent staging to get set up to do a video, because it's too hard to do a lot of the things in the field. But got the GoPro. I'll probably get a new one because my old one's having issues. See if I can get more footage in the fields this year. Temperature's starting to drop. Let it go down another couple points because it was a little bit high when I started. Oh, I'd call that good about there. Now I have to wait a minute for everything to readjust, and get the levels adjusted, and then close up. So we'll come back when I find a place to set the camera before I pour that through the strainer and can it up. It's not the best view, but it's the best I can get, I think. Maybe I can... There, that's a little better. So now we're ready to run that through. Sap levels are back where I wanted them. Everything's stabilized. Throw on a glove. Pour the syrup into the strainer. Come to the conclusion that the air content is very high and I'm going to need to change strainers before long. But let's take a look at that and see what I'm doing. So syrup's starting to just come out. Just got to warm up the strainer again to get flowing better, but there's syrup there. Then there's the most important part of the job, quality control. We always keep a bowl right on hand. Liquid gold. Tastes like money. There, we got that part done. Now I had to change filters out, and that's too messy. I couldn't have the camera anywhere close, so let's fill up a can. This old canner doesn't flow very fast. Fancy new ones are completely automated and will do 8 at a time. But I don't have that kind of money to invest in this operation. So we got the can full. Set it down over here so you can see me put the top on. Set a lid on top of the can. Raise up the top of the canner, slide it in. That old canner's seen better days too. And give it a few cranks. Starts to roll the lip. And changes around and rolls it the other way. Skips once in a while, but for the age of the machine, can't really complain, it does the job. Can of syrup, all ready to go. So, if you've enjoyed this video and watched all the way to the end, please leave me a comment telling me what's your interest. Are you another syrup producer checking out competition? Or are you just interested in the process? Or just watching my videos for the sake of watching my videos? Knowing who my audience is will help me try to tailor videos to be more appealing. But until next time, let me know what you want.